Hello, Hays County. Hope you can hear me. First of all, I would like to thank our Bexar County Judge, Wolf, for his leadership and the COVID-19 order that he just put out yesterday. On June 10th, a total of on June 10th, the total number of people tested was 5,072 here in Hays County. With 492 testing positive, this translates into a positivity rate of 9.7%. 7 days later, we tested a total of 6,347 people, with a 1,238 testing positive. This translates into a positivity rate of 19.5. Today, we will report an additional 210 positive cases in Hays County. Hays County has seen significant increases in positive cases, especially in the 20 to 29 age group, which also makes us, which also makes up a large portion of our workforce. The governor began opening Texas on May 1st. Many took that to mean that the coronavirus was no longer a threat. The governor believed by recommending social distancing, face masks, and hand washing, our citizens would take it seriously. Unfortunately, the opposite has happened. People started to relax. People started to see fewer masks being worn and less distancing. There is no coincidence that as we relaxed our good practices, we started to see positive cases increase. Because I don't want to go back to a quarantine, and because I don't want our businesses to close again, we've got to get used to doing the right thing when we're out in public. Most of us have friends and family we are looking out for. Aging parents, friends who are chronically ill, and siblings with compromised immune systems due to severe illnesses. We have to look out for all of them, too. I've been told if we make masks mandatory, we are trampling on our civil liberties. My answer to that is, our freedoms as Americans comes with the responsibility, too, and caring for each other and all is all of our responsibilities. Wearing a mask while in a place of business is no more trampling on the Constitution than mandating folks to wear a seatbelt. I was told that those at risk who are scared should be told to remain in isolation to free up all the others. By the way, this came from a current mayor in our county. I will not tell the most vulnerable that we will not make our county safe for them. Our vulnerable population also has the right to enjoy the same freedoms we enjoy. Right now, we hear of businesses shutting down daily because of COVID-19 concerns. We need to work on arming businesses with the tools to succeed and stay open. I feel it is necessary to issue an order to slow the aggressive spread of this relentless virus. This is not a fight we can give up on. This pandemic is far from over. It's always better to be safe than sorry. I've listened to my constituents and business owners, and a great majority of them support a mask order. Now I will read excerpts from the order. I won't read all of them. There's a lot of whereases, and we will make the order available to you all to read later. Whereas it is the intent of the executive order to remain as consistent and to harmonize to the extent possible the executive order of the Governor Abbott as extended or modified. Section 3 says, face coverings, general public, that all people 10 years or older shall wear a face mask, a face covering over their nose and mouth when in a public place, where it is difficult to keep 6 feet away from other people, such as visiting a grocery store or a pharmacy, or working in areas that involve close proximity with other co-workers. Face coverings do not need to be worn in the following circumstances: when exercising outside or engaging in physical activity outside, while driving alone or with passengers who are part of the same household, when doing so poses greater mental or physical health, safety, or security risk, while pumping gas or operating outdoor equipment, while in a building or activity that requires security surveillance or screening, for example, banks, when consuming food or drink. And now I will hand it over to our Kyle Mayor, Travis Mitchell, for a few words. Mayor?
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I don't have very much to add to what Judge Becerra said, other than to just commend the judge for his leadership in this time. We have, as a community and as a region, been going through a lot of peaks and valleys with regards to COVID-19. And one thing that has been made abundantly clear over the last week is that we are certainly not out of the woods. Not only have COVID-19 cases increased exponentially in Hays County in the last week, the number of hospitalizations have also increased at an alarming rate. And as such, I'm very happy to support this order and also encouraging the residents of Kyle as well as the residents of Hays County to take this order seriously because only together can we truly stop the spread of COVID-19 and keep our community safe. So with that, I'd like to bring up the Hays County Emergency Management Coordinator, Mr. Alex Villalobos, for a few remarks.
Thank you very much. Some of the things I'd like to go over with regards to some of the initiatives, we've been working very hard, Judge, to make sure that we are providing the services needed into our community. As of today, we have provided nearly 3,000 families with food today through our Central Texas food distribution. All occurred in the city of Kyle at the Smile Direct business and parking lot. Today was another day with a lot of people that needed assistance, and we were there to support that, along with other staff members, with the city of Kyle, with the police department, and other officials with the city that were there as well. We had some council members that were out there making sure that they were directing certain types of resources to make sure that we were getting everybody the food that they needed. And then also some literature and educational pieces for people coming by. We're making sure that we're providing literature in both English and Spanish. We are greeting them, we are speaking with them, and we're answering questions as policymakers on a regular basis. I'd also like to say that today is another testing day. We will be at Euland Elementary School from 4 to 9 providing COVID-19 testing. It's going to be a PCR test. Tomorrow we will be at McCormick Middle School in Buda from 4 to 9 providing testing there as well. And on Saturday, we'll be at Bowie Elementary from 10 to 4. All these sites will provide both walk-up and drive-through testing opportunities. Yesterday, the turnout was awesome for a 4-hour period where we served nearly 500 patients coming in for testing. People are here, they're trying to do their civic duty. They are here to protect themselves and protect their families, and they also want to stay, they want to keep on working. And they're taking the precautions and they're taking all the opportunities necessary to protect that right and to protect their abilities to protect their families.
Thank you, Alex Villalobos. I will end with this thought, and then once you have a chance to read the order, I will happily make sure we're available to answer any and all of your questions. This temporary measure is being taken to help mitigate the growing number of COVID-19 cases. Keeping our local businesses open to reignite our economy is a priority, but we will never compromise public health. This order is set to expire July 20th, so it's approximately a 1-month-long order. Thank you for coming. Open up for questions? They're going to ask for order questions. I can hear they're going to pull you down sideways. You want to? We could open up for questions. Sorry, I need that in case you guys had that on. They're suggesting opening up for questions now, so if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask now. So what I have done is I have created a group communication with every mayor of the county. Yes. Many mayors, for example, today have city council meetings. So council members have also been reached out to. Many would like to be here and show support, but are unable to because of their council meetings that are already pre-scheduled. The additional communication has been with, of course, our general counsel, our emergency management coordinator, our health department, yes, of course, our chambers of commerce, because what I don't want to do with this effort is to overburden businesses. And so what I've asked specifically is for the chambers of commerce to provide some support, because we're getting some signs made so that the chambers, for example, could deliver these to the businesses in their footprint. And it can also be a pickup site for this material. And also, in the order, there is going to be a request to fill out how they will take care of their employees and their customers. And so we've also created a template so that it could be very easy, user-friendly, yet useful. So those pickup spots I plan to have here at the county courthouse of materials, and at each precinct office, at the chamber's offices, and any city hall that would be willing to hold it. Our goal is to help business and help the citizenry. That's our goal with this effort. Oh yes, there's always pushback. What I have learned being in public office is you will never please everyone. It's like Goldilocks. A little too hot, a little too cold, you're never going to find just right. Public health is my priority number one. Keeping people fed, keeping people safe, and keeping people employed is of a paramount priority to me. So if some people say that it's too much government, I'm sorry, I'll have to take it in, but keep moving for the greater good.
So, Governor Abbott said this morning after Bexar County made their executive order that it's always been in the power, in the executive order for you specifically and other judges to mandate executive orders like this. Was there a disconnect in communication? Because I know you've been pleading for more control locally.
That's a wonderful question, and the question was, the governor said that this was always available to us. It took a lot of work, and it took a much larger team of attorneys and government employees available to Judge Wolf from Bexar County to crack that nut that the governor put before us. So it may have always been there, but we didn't always know about it, and it wasn't highlighted for us either. And so just as fast as Judge Wolf, that's why I praised him at the beginning of this, as fast as Judge Wolf found the path, I immediately joined in. I think I'm the second judge to do it, and I'll bet you anything I won't be the last.
Has the county received a requested help from the state? And if not, do you anticipate adding any staff to the health department?
We have not received the help specifically that we have asked for, but I did have a personal one-on-one meeting with Nim Kidd, who is the state's chief of the Texas Division of Emergency Management. He was at the test site at the school yesterday. Very grateful. There's a lot of interest from Chief Kidd to help us. We have not quite yet received two specific requests, which were additional epidemiologists and a contact tracing team. But we are still pushing hard because that has to go through a bigger machine, but we're still going to keep pushing hard with all of our resources, including the ones the state has made available for us, which are the Texas National Guard and the Texas Division of Emergency Management for the testing that our emergency management coordinator, Alex Villalobos, has just highlighted. We will keep pushing with what we have, and we don't have that in full bloom yet. Did you want to add something?
The CARES Act dollars are also something.
Also, that's a great point. Thank you, Mr. Villalobos. The CARES Act at a federal level, The CARES Act dollars are also coming our way, and we are articulating ways to maximize that. And I've been working with Fort Bend County Judge, super guy, articulating what they have done and how we could bring that into Hays County more expeditiously. I don't care to reinvent the wheel, and I am grateful that I have now a big band of brothers and sisters, county judges throughout the state that are, I don't want to say at my disposal, but we interact with each other regularly. And so what Harris County is doing, I hear firsthand. What Bexar County is doing, Travis County, Fort Bend, Dallas, I hear it all on a very short notice, and we're always finding ways to adjust for Hays County.
Is there any other important details that the public needs to be aware of?
The important details that I feel are most relevant to this order is that the spirit of the order is to keep us moving in a positive trajectory for the health, for the well-being of the greater good, and to not shut businesses down that are the backbone of our economy. Many families depend on these even trickle door opened opportunities for business, and I don't want to hamper their opportunities for business. And this is an attempt to keep them open. Yes.
Simply, thank you for doing that.
Thank you, sir. Could I identify for them what your name tag says?
My name is Bruce, and I'm Rich.
So I just asked for permission. This is Bruce from HEB thanking me for doing this for Hays County. I want you to know there are many businesses. Thank you for being here, Bruce from HEB. There are many businesses asking for cover, asking for help, and the least I can do is provide it. Will there be a squeaky wheel saying I'm trampling, or I don't have the right, or I don't have the authority? Most definitely. But I got to keep moving, and I can't be paralyzed by thought process that is not productive. Lead, follow, or get out of the way.